England has 47 counties, each one laden with history, ancient and modern. In Northumberland, the wall built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian marches across the hills. It was supposed to divide north from south and help conquer both. The walls of Bamborough Castle could tell many a story of the long, bloody struggle with the Scots during centuries of border wars. In the heart of England, the medieval castle of Warwick looms over the River Avon in Warwickshire. The county is home to a growing controversy over its most famous resident. Was Shakespeare a simple country squire when he courted Anne Hathaway at her cottage in nearby Stratford-upon-Avon? Or do his plots and characters reveal the sophisticated knowledge of a well-travelled aristocrat? Was the real Shakespeare at home with the grandeur of a Castle Howard in Yorkshire, probably the most stately of all the great houses of England? Snug villages, distinctive cheeses, and a lot of sheep are the hallmarks of the Yorkshire Dales, carved during the last ice age by receding glaciers. The cities of the north sport smart new trams and revitalised urban centres. A Life interactive museum graces Newcastle upon Tyne. Manchester's Old Trafford is a magnet for football fans seeking the stadium called the Theatre of Dreams. This is arguably the spiritual home of the game England gave to the world. Across the county of Lancashire, Liverpool gave birth to the Beatles.
And when John lived with his Uncle George and his Aunt Mimi, he used to come round, climb over the gates and spend many happy hours playing here on your left. These are the gates of Strawberry Field. Now don't worry, we are going to get off the bus in a moment.
The canals, first built for commerce and transportation, now attract pleasure craft. The spider web of waterways reaches from London on the Thames, west toward Wales, into the Midlands and the Norfolk Broads, connecting rivers, lakes, marshland and bird sanctuaries. Cambridgeshire is as well known for its university as for punting along the backs of the River Cam. Sailing in the Lake District in the heart of Cumbria takes you into Wordsworth country, soft hills and daffodils in the spring. Thatched villages abound in the Cotswolds, as do cream teas. In Devonshire, it's clotted cream, scones and jam. And Cornwall gave birth to a pastry that was created centuries ago with miners' filthy hands in mind. The meat and potato filling comes with extra pastry on both sides to act as handles. The torpedo-shaped pouch was practical once. You could slip it into your work pants pocket. Now it's classic pub fare. The villages are linked by narrow lanes, not always fenced. Ponies and cattle may well have the right of way. And on most village greens, summer's game, cricket. The sport of kings is raced across the country, most famously at the mile-long straight at Newmarket. Woburn is known for its antiques. New experiential museums stretch the imagination. Not far from Cobham is the Whitbread Hop Farm, with its extensive collection of Victorian oast houses. They date back to the 16th century, when brewing with hops began. Nearby is another of the great British spa towns. Dance, drink and be merry. For centuries that's what they've been doing in Tunbridge Wells. From its humble beginnings in 1606, when the chalybeate spring was discovered, to the 18th century when it was transformed into a fashionable resort for Georgian society. These days, Tunbridge Wells has a young and prosperous feel, but the past is never very far away. At the Corn Exchange, an exhibit reveals the sights, sounds, and even smells of 18th century England. Tunbridge Wells was clearly a favourite playground of nobility, but also home to a community of working-class people. Commerce still thrives in this town. The high street is lined with tea shops and wine bars, antique shops and bookstores. This elegantly colonnaded street leads to the Pantiles district, an area named after the original paving material. Where the River Eden flows into the River Medway, a few miles away, is Penshurst. There is a vineyard and a wildlife sanctuary for rare breed sheep, exotic waterfowl, and a mob of wallabies. Sussex has some of England's loveliest scenery: rolling downs, trim hedgerows, cosy cottages.
The downs are just wonderful, and they're wonderful whether it's raining, snowing or sunny like it was today, but even in the gales it's still breathtaking.
For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.